Hello guys, this is my first sit down video in our new apartment in Brooklyn. Welcome back to my channel. I literally haven't done a sit down video in so long. Honestly, probably like last winter when I was still living in Arizona, obviously, but I feel like the winter is where I really get so inspired to create on YouTube for some reason. Maybe just because I'm inside of the house more, but also I'm watching more YouTube videos in the winter because I'm inside of the house more. So my creativity just like goes through the roof for YouTube specifically. Clearly I'm in a very chit-chatty mood because I've already started rambling and we're only like 30 seconds in. I have missed talking to you guys, and today's video is gonna be one of like, this is my first time doing a video like this, and I'm just gonna be like talking about my fall favorites. Since I'm in New York City now, I actually get all of the seasons, and it's just a little bit ironic that I'm going over my fall favorites because we just got our first snow today, which was absolutely insane. Not saying that I'm disappointed, but I did want fall to last much longer than it did. Honestly, fall and spring are my favorite seasons, and it just so happens they're the shortest seasons and you can't even really depend on them that much. But you can depend on winter on the East Coast, and you can depend on summer on the West Coast. But regardless, let's chat about my favorite parts of fall. Speaking of being from Arizona, okay, for starters, I'm from the Valley. A lot of people, when they hear about Arizona, they pretty much only know about the Valley, but we are like bordering Colorado and Utah, which are very cold states. So when you go up north, there is actual like seasons like Flagstaff, Sedona, all the northern cities, they all have like full seasons. So there's like fall and deep winter when you go up there. But since I lived in the Valley, we didn't get any of those seasons really. So there was like no changing of the colors of the leaves. There were barely any leaves because we had barely any trees. And all of the trees that we did have were like fake GMO trees that were built to survive in Arizona just to like make it look a little bit prettier. But it's been so gorgeous seeing all the leaves change colors, especially like making the trip to Central Park has been truly my favorite. It's just so gorgeous, and I love dressing for the fall. I've always been like a preppy girl, and obviously fall is the perfect time to do so. I mean, it's based on like academia, you know, so you start school in the fall. It all just goes together like this. But dressing for the fall has definitely become my new favorite. It's just so perfect and beautiful, and all the colors, they make my mouth water pretty much. I've been absolutely obsessing over seeing all the leaves change colors. A lot of them are dead already, particularly the ones that are in my neighborhood have pretty much died. Half of them have died already. There's like a huge tree outside of my window. By the way, there will be like an apartment / room tour coming. I want to get things a little bit more solidified and decorated before that. I'll probably do a room tour to start off. I don't know if I'll even do an apartment tour because I do have other roommates and I kind of just don't want to give away everything, but there will 100% be a room tour, so you can look out for that. Yeah. But yeah, the huge tree outside of my window was so gorgeous when all of her leaves were changing colors. I got to witness all of it, and my window like faces our front door essentially. As soon as we walked out of the front door, there were also so many like beautiful leaves all over the ground. Anyway, I could chat about the leaves for literally hours straight, so let's move on. Also, I'm using like my backup battery right now. And my backup batteries, I have 2 of them, they like don't last anywhere near as long as the battery that came with the camera. For some reason, I guess they just suck, but they certainly come in handy in a pinch like I was in today. I had like 18% on my true battery, if you will, and I was not about to wait. So we started at 91% 6 minutes ago, and she's on 62%. so I need to talk a little bit faster. Oh my gosh, speaking of dark academia, Harry Potter marathons. My bestie Rebecca visited last month, like mid-October, and one of the things on our to-do list was watching all of the Harry Potter movies. And when I say all, okay, here's some lore about me. I only watch up until the 4th Harry Potter because I feel like it gets so dark. Just like, ooh, like it gives me the heebie-jeebies after the 4th movie. Obviously, it's all about witchcraft. I'm a Christian woman, so I feel like just going with your convictions on things like that, like Halloween and everything, is the right move. And I start getting convicted about the movies once we get past the 4th, so I just stopped watching. And they just make me so uncomfortable anyway. Like, why is everything so dark and depressing? The 1st through the 4th movies, I love them so much. Honestly, we only had time to watch the first 4 movies anyway because like we planned to watch them at the end of the day each day. It's like, okay, we're doing everything outside all day and then we come home and we're like, oh yeah, we need to watch a 3-hour movie. Forgot about that. And she was here for a week, so it was like a good amount of time to watch just 4 movies and then have a couple nights where we were like not hooked on a movie so that we could do really anything else. We also went to the Harry Potter store while she was in town, which honestly, I'll probably do that every fall that I live in New York City because it's the perfect activity. It's so cozy. Rebecca ended up buying a Ravenclaw scarf because I think she said that's her school / Hufflepuff. I still need to take the test. I think I took the test like probably years ago when I was in middle school or something, and I have no idea. But I also feel like Harry Potter is a Christmas movie. I also think that The Nightmare Before Christmas is very much a Christmas movie. Like for one, I don't celebrate Halloween at all, but it just never clicks as a Halloween movie to me for some reason. I used to watch that movie all the time as a kid. Like my parents got so sick of me watching that movie like every day when I was a child. For some reason, I was just so obsessed with it. I don't know. I'm so ready to watch it once again this Christmas season. Just have a little bit of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. And another thing, Gossip Girl. You just have to restart Gossip Girl for the fall. You probably won't make it all the way through all 6 seasons unless you're watching like every single day, which I did not. I think I actually watched like 3 episodes this fall, but it's just so... It's so perfect to rewatch Gossip Girl in the fall. Live out your preppy dreams without being a horrible person or ladder climbing socialite. However, I would choose that one as opposed to the former. Thank you. The other month at this point, I was FaceTiming my sister and like actually scratched that. I sent a photo to my sister of my breakfast. One thing about me, breakfast and I are like this. We're closer than this. I love breakfast. Like if I don't have any other meal in a day, I will be having breakfast or I will be very upset. But I sent her a photo of my breakfast and I had like all the candles lit and everything, and she was like, wow, this looks so romantic. And I love that for me. I love lighting candles in, I suppose, the darker months. It just feels honestly like you're living in a castle. I think that lighting candles for any and every reason just really romanticizes your life and makes everything feel so warm and cozy and like you're living in your favorite novel. Candlelight is honestly just, it's in the top 3 types of lighting that just make you look really good also. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but people look so beautiful in candlelight. No wonder there was so much yearning back in the day and the only light was candlelight. I would be yearning too because people look so good in the candlelight. We should bring that back, honestly. We're not lighting enough candles, even though we actually are. People are obsessed with candles and it is appropriately rated now that I am too a candle girl. And I was never like a really big candle gal, mainly because my family, we never lit candles. We never had candles in our house. There was never, no nothing. having to do with candles. I don't know that there was a reason, and my parents were never like, don't bring a candle home. We don't light candles in this house. It was never like that. It was just we truly never had candles or lit candles, and that was it. When I got into the world and started going to people's houses in middle school and whatever, once I was like making friends, everyone always had candles, and everyone always had their favorite scents and their nostalgic scents and all these things. And it never really hit until I moved to New York, to be honest. Like, I just recently became a candle girl, and now I want to light candles all day, every day. It's just so delectable and cozy and romantic and beautiful, and the vibes are just so perfect with a candle. And they smell good, obviously. Which is another thing that I'm so stoked about for my room, is getting like fixtures on the wall, sconces if you will, but that are for candles, because I want those all over my room. I want candle sconces on every wall, and for candles to be burning as soon as like the sun starts to even think about going down. I want to light my candles. Happens pretty early here, actually. The sun sets at 4:40 now, and I think that is beyond absurd as a Phoenix gal, because even in the winter, the sun stays out until like 6 o'clock. And even then, it's like, what are we doing? Why are you dark at 6 o'clock? I need the sun to stay up until, for wintertime, I'll give you 7 p.m. Maybe 6 or 6:30 if we're feeling frisky, but like 4:40 is diabolical. I cannot take it. And it's gonna get worse because it's not even winter yet. I'm scared. I forgot what the point of what I was saying. Right. It wasn't about whatever I was just saying. The point was Pinterest boards. I love making Pinterest boards for each season now, because there are actually seasons here, and that is truly exciting. This is my fall Pinterest board at the moment. I think she's so delicious and warm and filled with the color brown. That's another thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with for this fall, or was obsessed with this fall. We have a little bit more fall to go, thankfully, even though it just snowed today, but I know there's still a bit left because Central Park has not died yet. She's like at her peak foliage currently. That's what the map says. They have a foliage map, by the way. So if you didn't know, now you know. Pinterest boarding is so exciting. I obviously never got it. I was like, why are all the girlies making Pinterest boards for every single season? Are you guys okay? Like, it's not that serious. But it is that serious. Now that I have seasons, it is that serious. And I will be making a Pinterest board for each season because it's so exciting. The weather's always changing. That means my wardrobe gets to change all the time. And I get to be excited about new like seasonal things, like going to a pumpkin patch or a new cappuccino, even though I don't even drink coffee, but it's just so exciting. I love it. And I love my Pinterest board right now. And I love the color brown. All these things are just, yes, chef's kiss. My final two thoughts. I love the rain. Now that I live in New York. It was cute and whatever in Phoenix, but just not the same, obviously. The rain here has just been so moody, and honestly, everything that I wanted out of a rainy season has been real life now that I live in New York and have real fall. Like, yes, I want to go to a bookstore while it's raining and then run out of the store with my bestie and be like, oh my gosh, it's raining, let's grab our umbrellas, let's go to this coffee shop down the street, and the coffee shop is brick and also has books in it. And everyone is just like gathered together because the rain has like unanimously ruined all of our days just a little bit, because now you can't get an Uber, or your hair is messed up, or you can't do the plans that you were planning on doing. It's just such a unifying experience. I think that it's so cozy and fun. And I've definitely been caught in the rain a few times already this year because sometimes it really just comes out of nowhere. Sometimes you're just really not prepared. There's been several occasions when I've been wearing flats and then I have to soak my feet walking in the rain because I wore the improper shoes, even though I knew it was gonna rain because I checked the weather like a psychopath. But for some reason, I wore flats. It's okay. I've really been enjoying the rainy seasons and all the rainy days, especially when I'm at home and like working and whatever. It's just like the perfect cozy essence for working in your bed. My last thought is also about the spring season. I feel like the spring and fall are the perfect seasons for museum visiting. I don't know, just something about the transitional periods equals museum in my brain. I don't know why. That could be studied. I don't know. I visited a few new museums that I hadn't been to already this fall, and one was the Morgan Library and Museum. That one was absolutely insane, so gorgeous, and I feel like I was surprised by how amazing it was because I've like seen pictures of it and TikToks of it and whatever by all the girlies online, and no one ever did it justice. I felt like I hadn't seen like a truly accurate piece of media regarding that museum because when I got there, I was shocked. I was in shock. I didn't recognize any of it, which was awesome, to be honest. And my best friend Rebecca, who I went with, she also felt the same. She was like, yeah, I feel like I haven't seen anything that I've seen in here today online, which was awesome because we got to basically discover something new in real life for ourselves instead of it being like ruined for us online. So we felt like we had already been through the entire museum before we even got there. And then I do think I visited another one. Oh, we went to the Met Cloisters. That was so gorgeous. And honestly, it was on a day where I was feeling like really lazy and I just wanted to stay home, and I low-key wanted to cancel that, but we got up, we got out there, and it was so breathtaking. Another one, so pleasantly surprised because everyone online was only showing like the cloisters. That's what that like outside area, the archways are called. And I felt like I hadn't seen any of the interiors, or maybe I just didn't even remember them, which honestly, that's perfect because it was all new and surprising and amazing for me. I do still need to visit the Frick. I hear amazing things about it. A couple of people have told me like, yes, you specifically would love the Frick. You need to go. So hopefully I get to go before winter, or we'll just go during winter is also fine. But whenever I get to go, I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. Those were all of my fall favorites for this season. I'll probably bring this back during winter because now that I have real seasons, life will be changing very often. And I'm so stoked to talk about just all of the new experiences that I have and sharing them with you guys. It's like I'm living a brand new life, to be honest. And it's so exciting experiencing all these things with new people and my other friends and family. Obviously, you guys know that Daryl lives here too, so we've been experiencing a lot of firsts together as well, which has been so awesome. And he also just moved into a new apartment, so congrats for Daryl. We love that for him. Hopefully we get to host Friendsgiving at his house. I haven't asked him yet, but hopefully he says yes. But yeah, that is truly all I have to say, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new video. Bye!